Testing 1 2. What's going on, fam? And you know what it is. Before we even get started, first thing you do, hit the like button, which is the most important thing. Of course, hit share, hit subscribe for the engagement. Let me just make sure that because this sounds a little echoey. Hold on. Hold on, folks. Hold on. What did we have we gotten started? I think we got started. Damn it. Oh, here we go. Damn it. All right, we're good. I don't even know what to say, y'all. I mean, I'm speechless with this one. I'm speechless. I may even have some people come up. And what is with this? Why is there this echo? Where's this echo? I just hear this echo. I got to fix that eventually. But yeah, this is bad. This is horrible. Let's just start the intro and just let people come in. All right. This is bad. This really is. The more I listen to that cut, and I have some other information on this guy as well, and this is just not good. It isn't. All right, let's go. Yeah, I may need a drink for this one.
Marijuana by name, ganja flowing through my vein, going to my brain. It's like this.
When you sleepy, I wonder why. You must be the high grade in your eyes. You look like you're about to fight. You is high grade. I don't care what popular say. We're gonna burn it anyway. Black blood alone smoke a whole all day.
So me say ganja me smoke every day. 15, 16 spliff a day. Good purple skunk from me as say. Move out of my way, me make me weed entry. But I'm weed a bun more than a century. Go on farm a man, just go on farm me. And one ganja man, just go on plant it. Cause every time you do that, you do it for me.
When you look sleepy, I wonder why. You must be the high grade in your eye. When you look like you're about to fight. You is high grade.
Just got some smoking until I get it. And this is what this majesty is like. Take off your wings, youth man, and fly like a bird high in the sky. And let them know that you are conquering lion, coming from the tribe of Judah. Some back when you don't have no roots and culture. Leave them alone, them are go burn in a fire. Fire. I don't forget my pussy that's young. I see it to die tonight. I don't forget my pussy that's young. I see it to die tonight.
If it wasn't for my foolish pride, baby, you'd be right by my side. But still I just can't deny that this could have been love. Alright, but I never promised you no roses. Valentine's chocolates, and I don't think of roses. Me don't hear about the talk, say you have the little things I don't. I know I recognize it. But I never meant to break your heart. The heart broken at the process. I wish I never was so smart. The time has come to pass. Every moment I remember now I said right. Baby, I've been hurting inside ever since you walked out my life. Still I just can't hide that this should have been love. Alright, if it wasn't for my foolish pride, baby, you'd be right by my side. And still I just can't deny that it should have been, could have been love. Alright, could it have been the car when me drive? Or could it have been the herb fishing no light? I threw me there, I stood there late at night. Make you feel so me, I keep another life. Still should never stay, because I stay with it. I stay of emergency, because I stay with it. I stay, my father left me from the street. Sirens from the street, shutout, police and soldiers on the sea, yeah. Sirens from the street, shutout, sirens from the street, shutout, police and soldiers on the sea, sirens from the street, shutout, just like mama cooking pot, TNT get hot. Sophisticated weapons get away from them black. Beat them like a shot, chant and lick it back. Trade union workers, government, them attack. That cause a state of emergency. Because a state, because a state of emergency. Because it's nigga I stay with my love in a DMC. Simon finally
television and religion are the tools of Babylon implement. Corrupting children, they are the reason we want Babylon from season to season. Hey, they want to come for them and come make we chant him down. Great power and sound. Children, they are the reason we want Babylon from season to season. Hey, they want to come for them and come make we chant him down. Great power and sound.
I'm keeping it real. So we are live, we live and let's live. So we are live, I'm keeping it real. So real, yeah. So we are live, we live and it's big. As a man, you must be able to find work and put food on the table. There's no time to sit around to play the fool or be a clown. In the game there's no player haters, real hustlers and gold diggers. Now I have no time to watch the plays. Them kind of people will have no place. start to reach it. You work hard, you must get paid to live good for another day. Ease up, no bother with the tension. I say no bother with the stress. I say to ease up, we are deal with progress. Peace and love and happiness. I say to ease up, we don't need no commotion. Cause everything is godless. I said to ease up, no bother try to pressure me. And that is where I rest. Cause I remember when me had a yammy, me used to run dance all club and party. And outside of the club and fit them hostility. Them can't bring that on we. Rabba-dabba every day I find us still down. The DJ round the mic and him a keep the place strong. Now bother come your son like you are raging star. You can't bring that on we. Me say to ease up, no bother with the tension. I say no bother with the stress. I say to ease up, we are deal with progress. I say love and happiness. I say to ease up, we no need no commotion. Cause everything is godless. I say to ease up, no bother try to question me. That is where I rest. I know the time is getting late. Like balance in the race. I try to get my children fed. Meanwhile my shoes are begging bread. Yes, I know them times are hard.
All right, we're done. That's fine. What's up, y'all? Peace to anybody and everyone who's come in, who's listening in the clouds. Man. Yeah, just hit the like button, hit the share, hit subscribe, and maybe I'll bring some people up to speak on this because I don't know. I guess, and let me do something here. If you, yeah, actually, I can still talk while I do this. So I just want to move, my window over to one side and then the other window to another. I don't know, man. I don't even know how to start this. You know what I mean? I don't even know which way to go with this because you got people out here losing their mind literally because a white supremacist shouted them out. A white supremacist, and I don't know what you call the guy next to him. Would he be, I guess he's part Latino, part like a real weirdo. We're gonna get a little bit into him, but yeah, I don't know how to even go about speaking on this. I can't even fathom how this even got as far as it did. And I guess already some of the weirdos have come into the chat. Let's see. Endorsed by Trump while white supremacists are using U.S. crash dummies. I mean, he's Jamaican. Should I play some clips of some of your Black American buddies? I mean, I've said a million times, cooning is cooning is cooning. Is this what you're standing on? Let's see. Tucker Carlson doesn't support reparations. Okay. Tucker Carlson does, well, yeah, he doesn't. Neither does Ann Coulter. Okay. And those are the two who these people have done backflips. It's amazing. And you'll just, I'll go through some of these, but apparently this video came out of Tucker Carlson interviewing some guy that most of us have seen for the first time. But apparently, let me just make sure I have, apparently he's running for governor against Byron Donalds, or well, I think that's his name. Just an unrepentant buck dancer of the highest order. This dude, all right, happens to be Jamaican, and this is what I guess folks want to use. And just put some ones up if you guys hear me, okay? All right, because I mean I might call people up or what have you, but this is pretty sick. So apparently this guy's name is James Fishback. Uh, Let me just make sure that I have his heritage straight. You'll be hearing that term too. I'm just shocked, man. I'm shocked that they didn't even mention reparations. See, here's what's concerning me is that you started this grift because you felt that this was a better route to getting a reparations check. And I was there from the beginning. I watched it. I watched what your boy Tariq did. I watched him walk in and destroy the movement. As I said in my last video, he does to everything that he touches. Just simply walks in and destroys it. But delineation is great. We're delineating from Afro-Caribbean coons like Byron Donalds of Florida that's running for governor. He's a Trump-backed candidate. Okay, I mean, as if anybody, as if any Caribbeans are backing him because of that. Like, get real, bro. And I mean, seriously. So you're gonna, but this James Fishback, I guess he's an investor. He's a hedge fund manager. Fourth generation Floridian. And what's so laughable, his mother migrated from Colombia. Now, he's only 31, so you think that somebody would do a checkup to see if his mother came over here legally. Who hooked him up with the hedge fund manager position? That's my question. And let's just go into the chat real quick and see what's up. Yeah, what's going on, Madam and Key? What's good? I don't know if you watch this guy, but what do you think of? I've never seen Ricardo Ignacio nudge to the FBA. Do you think he's observed? I don't know. I've never seen the guy, but the FBAers, I don't know how you can see this as some sort of flex. I really don't. Let's just get into the interview real quick. I mean, I want to just touch on that. The interview itself. Let me just see. I put this number 2. You want to go to? Yeah, I want to go here. Here's where I want to go. All right. So, just to give this skinny on this little interview here. So I guess this guy, his name is it's James Fishback. He's running for governor of Florida, and he's a fourth generation Floridian. Just put some ones up if you can hear me clearly and okay. And let me again just make sure. Okay. Let me again just yeah, you can hear me okay. Let me just get on with this. So this guy's running for governor. He's a fourth generation Floridian, and he is running on the white, basically the white excuse card, the white man's getting oppressed card, and he feels that he's getting pushed out, blaming illegal immigrants for getting free stuff from Biden. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's obviously another maggot trope, but getting free stuff from Biden. He's upset about Washington, D.C. Now, get this. This is one of the things he says in this interview. He talks about Washington, D.C. wanting to bring 600,000 foreign students from China, right? And my thing is this. They're looking to do it now. Who's been in office for damn near almost 2 years now? If they're bringing them in, who is co-signing it? Who's allowing it? The orange man. Biden is long gone. These guys are still talking about Biden. But anyway, so um, you can't blame the Democrats. You have the House, the Senate, you got the Supreme Court, and you got the president. It's still blaming Democrats. Ridiculous. So he's running for governor. He thinks kids are getting pushed aside. He's going after China. He's giving a little. Also, he's going after Governor DeSantis. We'll get into that in just a second. But get this, he wants to raise tuition for foreign students to $1 million a year. So a person coming in from a foreign country, he wants to raise the tuition to $1 million a year. Now, again, he's not talking about white immigrants. He's not talking about anyone but black for the most part. I'm just looking at the chat while I'm doing this. But you know, talks about how white guys are getting a bad deal, calling people out for playing the victim card while literally running on the victim card himself. So he's not even fully white. Like I said, his mother's Colombian. I'm guessing his father's a white dude. I'm guessing his father's a whole white man. And he seems to have a problem in particular with Haitians. Haitians in particular, he has a problem with. Why does he have a problem with Haitians? Well, according to him, right? According to him, his father, back in, I want to get the exact story. Here we go. According to him, his father's business was destroyed because of Haitians. This is what he says. He says that his father owned a landscaping business before becoming a bus driver. And he attributes the failure of his father's business to the arrival of Haitian immigrants under temporary protected status following the 2010 earthquake in Haiti. So he attended public schools in Broward County, but already he sounds like Charlie Kirk, blaming everybody but himself. Same thing, same playbook that Charlie Kirk ran. Blame everybody because of your failures. And then telling everybody, yeah, you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, whatever. So, yeah, like I said, this man has business for years. He also, during the interview, goes after Ben Shapiro. Why? Because Ben Shapiro had the the gall to tell white men, hey, you got to go out there and get it. And he's saying, no, I mean, these immigrants are stopping us from getting it. So he goes after Ben Shapiro. Talks about the Florida citrus industry. It used to be big. It used to oranges and grapefruits and everything, and lemons ran everywhere. And all of a sudden, the citrus industry has been totally almost destroyed. But he's especially goes after Ron DeSantis for his anti-free speech laws. Why did Ron DeSantis have anti-free speech laws? Partly because Ron DeSantis is in the pocket of the small hats and Israel. So when you speak out against Israel, he had to put a law out there. And there's this other guy by the name of Randy Fine. I'm guessing Randy Fine is either small hat or small hat related, who's behind the law. And the law is about, basically he's one of these guys who labels and critiques everyone who disagrees with him as anti-Semitic. So this guy, Fishback, he's not a fan of, he's not a fan of the pro-Israel agenda, and even accused Fine of trying to stop him from running because of that. All right. So in come Mr. Byron Donalds. All right. Again, this guy, see, Byron Donald to me, just a textbook grifter, coon. If you want to call him a coon or a Sambo, I have no problem with that. And clearly, really from the very beginning, from who he chose as his mate to his background, he's a person who just by any means necessary will whore himself out. Any means necessary. And of course, in this conservative grift, I mean, like, y'all are surprised that he's throwing black people in the bus. I mean, that's part of the grift. Can't make chocolate chip cookies without chocolate chips. So, we're just going to get right to the meat of it. Byron Donalds, who's a Trump supporter, obviously, backed by Trump, and he's trying to use, which is a mistake, but here's what he's trying to do. Go back to Ron DeSantis's run for presidency. Run for governor. And remember the ass kissing that this guy was doing of Donald Trump. Go look at some of his old commercials. All right. This is the same thing that Byron Donalds is trying to do. And he's going to go the route that the governor, the lieutenant governor of Virginia, I forgot her name, but what was it? I forgot her name. Yeah, Winsome, lieutenant governor of Virginia, who made a complete ass of herself. But because she's Jamaican, people are just going to go after her. Oh, she's a threat. Like, that woman just completely sabotaged her own reelection. She wasn't going to get reelected anyway, but she tried to be like Trump, and it basically blew up in her face. All right, if you go check that last debate that she had, it was disastrous. But Byron Donalds, Trump supporter, made these ridiculous comments, as you know, about the family being more together with Jim Crow, among other things. I mean, he's just a buffoon, and of course, he's anti-reparations. So all of that put together, it makes him the low-hanging fruit for people like the FBAers to swing at. Well, turns out that it's not just the FBAers that have used that tactic, because somehow, some way, this guy right here, and let's just listen to it, but I guess somebody got into his ear and told him about this online cult called FBA. But let's listen to this for a second, because I find it very interesting. And shout out to everybody who's come in. Again, hit the like button, hit the share, subscribe, and listen, comment after the video, because everything about this made me sick to my stomach. I'm just going to keep it a stack. Everything about it. But let's see, share the screen. Oh boy. I'm almost afraid to listen. Every time I listen to this, I get more physically sick. But anyways, let's go.
I know Byron, and I've always gotten along with him. He's super cheerful. I didn't realize, is he ideological?
That's Tucker Carlson talking. Let's continue.
I've never detected that.
No. That's why I call him a slave.
Yeah.
Now, he called Byron Donalds, I guess, during the back and forth, a slave. You could have used 1,000,001 terms except a slave, to which Byron Donald, all right, who's used nothing but race to come up. You didn't know anything about Byron Donalds before he brought up something that pertained to the black race to move up in Republican politics. And now one of his opponents just tells him what all these other white Republicans who've been propping him up, they decide to say it out loud. Let's continue.
And they called you a racist for that?
They did. Which is actually quite interesting, because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here. in Florida who
Let me stop there. Let me stop there. See, this is how ridiculous this has gotten. And this just shows you that this has to be some sort of psyop. All right. There is no foundational Black American society in Florida. There's none. I Googled the shit. All right. You can't tell me. I mean, see, and of course, Tucker Carlson is not going to stop him. He's not going to ask who is the executive director, who started. I mean, this just shows you these guys, including Tariq, is working with these guys. Because who and where is this thing? A couple of days have passed already. And nobody from this supposed foundational Black American society has ever stuck their neck out and said, yeah, I reached out to Mr. Fishback and I told him about Byron Donalds. And does that even matter as far as where he's from, being that this is America? But let us continue. Let's continue.
who reminded me that Byron's...
Hold on.
Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery without a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
Now, God, this is just sickening. He's from the Caribbean. There was slavery in the Caribbean. There was slavery all over. In the Caribbean, there's such a thing called the triangular trade. So there was slavery in the Caribbean. So how could you say that? Let me put this other earphone on. Like, not a single, as Black as Byron Donalds is, not a single person from his family was a slave. And you got FBAers cheering this shit? Let's continue with this, shall we? And shout out to people who've come into the chat. I mean, let's continue. They're cheering this. Go ahead.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed, foundational guys.
They're so good. Not a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean,
did you hear what these two devils said? He said, I like those foundational guys, Tariq Nasheed. And the other guy was saying, oh, they're so good. And let me just stop this for a second and show you something else here. Let me just go down the list. And I have to, this is Twitter, of course. So as I've said before, Twitter, the sewer of the internet, you gotta be careful when you go down Twitter because you don't know what oh man, I almost saw something. You don't know what you're gonna run into because Twitter is so unfiltered. And the weirdos came out. Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me some of the so-called big dogs of the FBA. Look at this. Let's just this is disgusting. This really, I mean, a lot of stuff that FBA has done has made me distraught. This has really made me physically sick. It really has. It really has. So this was actually trending at one point. It was big. It was trending really big that Tucker Carlson mentioned the FBA. So look at this. Let's go down. Let's go down. Now this, I just posted this in my community tab. I forgot all about this. Because just a couple of weeks ago, your boy Sneaky Reeky was saying, oh, Somali's, they ain't black. And this is one of the interviews where Tucker Carlson smacked him around, which is so crazy. You're cheering the guy who literally bitch slapped you on Fox, not once, but twice. Not once, but twice. and you're cheering him. He just said a couple weeks ago, "Oh, Somalis ain't black; they're not one of us." But here he is running behind them. So the officer who shot and killed the black Somali, I thought they weren't black, and he had to. And Tucker Carlson made him backtrack everything that he said. But this is the guy. This is who you're following, right? This is your leader. Okay, y'all said we were just a fad, but Tucker Carlson is giving us look. Just go down the list and look at this madness. Tucker Carlson is paid by the same people who created Pet. Look at this, guys. These aren't bots. These are not bots. These are not bots. Tucker Carlson is paid by the same people who created Pan-Africanism out of Pan-Islamism. Black Americans aren't fools. Well, a lot of you are based on this. So what is this new box that these pan agendas are trying to place Black Americans into? This is weirdo shit right here. Shout out to this brother right here who's been fighting the good fight, CJG. He's been going back and forth with these fools. He's one of them. And I'm going to see my girl here in a second. I'm going to shout her out as well. Where are these people that said foundational Black America is only relevant? I am. Is this gives you relevancy right here? This guy saying this shit? And I haven't even finished it yet. This is what's giving these guys relevancy. Pretty sickening. This right here. Look at this. This is giving you relevancy. Now, this jackass right here, we're gonna touch on him. This jackass, the professor of Black Lies. This we're gonna get into a quote that he said as well. This fucking jackass. Now, and I've gone through this woman as well. This is the 60-year-old hot girl. Tucker Carlson says foundation. Now, this is what's so laughable. Tucker Carlson says that foundational Black Americans, FBA, are heritage Americans and have a valid point of view. Heritage Americans. Heritage. Oh my God. Guys, heritage, that is so white Americana. It's not funny. Heritage Americans have a valid point of view, and he goes on to have a discussion about how melanated immigrants, we've gone through this weirdo before, are tethering on Black America. Look at this. See, again, this is, folks, and I know I'm going to offend some people. I don't give a fuck. This is why you're not getting reparations, because you got one person, they said they're ADOS. They're saying she's saying she's FBA, Black American free. This is why your reparations movement comes to a standstill. You don't know what the fuck to call yourself. You don't even know. Here's someone talking sense. This man is against reparations. He's using FBA. This is, at least there's some people out there that have sense. This is another one too. Shout out to this. Tucker Carlson agrees with FBA. We knew that you were alt-right. This was definitely end in tears, of course. Listen, there's a few, like I said, not everybody is a moron. Some people see exactly what this is. Prove to me that whites conservatives are behind. Yep. When Ann Coulter and Tucker Carlson are praising the FBA and Tariq Nasheed, you know they are a planted group, and so on and so forth. Look at this. We're celebrating the term, and heritage is becoming more and more. Again, folks, heritage. Let me stop this for a second. You know what heritage reminds me of as soon as I heard that? You ever heard the term heritage? You know what that reminds me of? Heritage reminds me of this right here. This is heritage. Y'all remember these people, the PTL club? The grifters who were, these guys. That's heritage. That's heritage. Jim Baker. Oops. Jim Baker, his hoe, his wife here, Tammy Faye. That's what heritage is, man. Seriously. Same grift, and the grift 30 years later. Hasn't changed. Hasn't changed. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. But let's go to YouTube and let's just see. Let me just show you what these guys are doing on YouTube here. These same, where's it at? Yep. Guys, look at this. Now, this guy, of course, big up to the amazing Lucas. All right. He used to be a maggot too. And he switched it up because he was like, he saw that this thing wasn't making any sense. This weirdo, of course, Black Alpha Network, celebrating this. Celebrating this. All right? You're celebrating that a white man is disparaging a brother. Again, we know that Byron Donalds is a Sambo. I get that. But you're going to get behind a whole white nationalist racist for a guy who at the end of the day is not a threat. You know that Byron ain't going to be no governor of Florida. No way that's going to happen. No way. He's going to have to bow his knee and buff so many helmets. You kidding me? It's a grift. They talked about how he got about 45 million. Understand, when you run this, one way to make money is to run for office. Herschel Walker ran for a district he knew he was not going to win, as did Angela Stanton King. But they collected a lot of money from donations. You don't think they don't pocket some of that stuff? Herschel Walker got $4 million after losing that election. So what do you think that Byron Donalds is going to do? Byron Donalds, he ain't going to win off. He's got to do, just think of being a black DeSantis. Somewhere his soul has got to pull at him at some point. So this is a money grab. And yeah, he's still a Sambo, but it's a money grab. Jared Ball, good for him. He called this stupid shit out. This fool, and I'm taking names. This OG TV, look at this. Tethers canceled by Tucker Carlson. You are co-signing this white guy disparaging black people. Now, let's just deal with this clown right here. This is Professor Black Spoof, and big ups to New Possibilities too. He called this stupid shit out as well. But let's just deal with this guy for a second. All right, let's deal with this fool for a second. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but big ups to YouTube for transcripts. All right. In fact, we're gonna finish listening to the video, Tucker Carlson, and finish this video. And let's just, I said, this is disgusting, man. This is, I'm not crying for it either. I think that these fools are getting what they deserve, but let's continue with the video. Let's listen.
Slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but they've got a perspective. If your family's been here 400 years, and the descendants of a lot of American slaves or families have been here 400 years, I don't know. I think that gives. I'll listen to you. Like
he said. Now think about this, folks. If your family's been here for 400 years, all right, and experienced all these atrocities, all right. He said, "Oh, I'll listen to you." Not, yeah, they deserve reparations. Not, yeah, we should put together a package to help them get back what they lost. He said nothing of the sort. He just acknowledged, basic history. Yeah, you were oppressed in this country. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'll hear you out. It's like your kid. They're like stepkids. They're literally like stepkids, like a bunch of like seeing your absent father for the first time in like 8 months. Like, dad, He mentioned my name. Oh, that was my daddy that called me. That's what this is. You listen. That's it. You're not going to negotiate, and you're cheering this on. Let's continue. Let's hear more of what he has to say.
You've got a point of view that is legitimate, I think.
Yeah. And they're unequivocally heritage Americans.
That's for sure.
Guys, so is this what it is now? You want to be called? I just showed you what guys, you want to be this? Heritage? Who else uses the term heritage but some backwoods peckerwoods? When have you ever heard a black person even say? They've never, like, black people they've made cool out of a lot of stuff. Hawaiian shirts, like whoever thought that would be the shit in the hood. Lumberjacks. Some mother, I guess, kept their kid in front of the TV watching Grizzly Adams, and somehow they just went and bought a lumberjack and turned it into a style. All right, so black people make a style out of anything. Heritage? This? Fuck, like nobody can get him. Guys, this is heritage. This heritage? With these two guys talking about that, and y'all are excited about this? Good Lord. Good Lord. Ay. Let's continue. Oh my God. Heritage Americans, you're good with that?
I think.
Yeah. And they're unequivocally heritage Americans.
That's for sure.
100%.
They're definitely heritage Americans, if anyone.
Heritage Americans, you were brought here as slaves. As slaves. And because they said, yeah, you down with us, and you're high-fiving this? I'll take a break. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's up? Let's see, this Colombian guy's. Oh, Paul the Carib. We are going to get into that. We're going to get into that, sir. We're going to get into that. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is unbelievable. Heritage. You got to show me, because see what Tariq Nasheed has done that no other person in the history of niggerdom has ever done. He's turned cooning and shuffling and buffooning. He's given it a cool factor to some of you dudes. It's cool to be a Sambo. So maybe he can flip this whole heritage thing and turn that into find the coolness in him. Heritage. I can't think of a whiter word in Americana than heritage. Oh my God. By one of the whitest people on earth than Tucker Carlson. He's co-signing you. I mean, oh my God. Let's continue.
One is, and someone rolls in from Ghana and gets an MSNBC slot and starts speaking on behalf of black people. It's like, shut up, honey. You've got nothing to do with this. Right.
He's talking about Joy Reid. Joy Reid, you can attack her for a lot of things. She did speak up against for reparations. You mean to tell me, regardless of whatever issues you have with Joy Reid, you'd rather have this dude speak for you than her? This guy. Boy. And keep in mind, Tucker Carlson, understand what he represents. Every show that Tucker Carlson ever had failed. Tucker Carlson came from a rich family, literally lived with a silver spoon in his mouth, and was given everything. And the reason why he's on YouTube is because he got fired everywhere he's been. Everywhere he's been, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, they let him go because he sucked. And now he's here. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So that's about, he's talking about Joy Reid. Let's continue.
Behalf of black people, it's like, shut up, honey. You've got nothing to do with it. Gets an MSNBC slot and starts speaking on behalf of black people. It's like, shut up, honey. You've got nothing to do with this.
Right.
That's
Literally.
a fair perspective, right? I think.
And so it's good to actually see them call them out for that. That's actually cultural appropriation. Appropriating the struggle of slavery.
I totally.
Like, hold on a second. Okay, were you going to fight for slavery? Don't you know? If they're fighting for reparations, you do know that's going to be against you, right? Matter of fact, just to give you some more perspective, right, of what this guy's about. Let's just stop here for a second. Because I guess you feel that because he's speaking against other black people, he's speaking against immigrants, he's speaking against what you consider tethers, he's speaking against anyone appropriating your fake culture, your fake lineage, huh? Just because he's speaking against it, you feel he's down with you. I've asked this question a million times and I'll ask it again. If you get rid of if you got rid of all the immigrants, all the quote unquote tethers, if you got rid of all of them, let's say if you threw every tether out of the country, do you have next? It's a simple question, right? Do you have next? Well, Mr. Fishback is going to answer that for you right now because he's running for governor right now. And if you're running, usually there are some key issues like Donald Trump when he ran, right? He was going to get rid of all the immigrants. That was one of them. He was going to get rid of all the Mexicans, and he's going to when Bill Clinton ran back in 92, it was the economy. He basically said, listen, Bush fucked up the economy. We're gonna fix the economy, right? So there's always a major issue. Let's listen to Mr. Fishback's major issue on the table as he runs for the governor's seat. Let's listen. Hold on a second. I want to that you're focused mainly on Mr. Fish. Okay? Hold on here. Hold on. All right. Ready, set. Yeah. Let's listen to your boy. All right. Let's go.
Good morning.
I'm here with James Fishback. He is a candidate running for Florida governor. James, what's something that is such a big issue in America that Republican politicians won't talk about?
The Great Replacement and white genocide, they're both real, and I'm running for Florida governor to stop it. It should not be this hard for Americans to exist in their own country. The entire premise of my campaign is that Florida is our home, America is our birthright, and we can never let them steal it from us.
Let's go.
Let's play that again.
I'm here with James Fishback. He is a candidate running for Florida governor. James, what's something that is such a big issue in America that Republican politicians won't talk about?
The Great Replacement and white genocide, they're both real, and I'm running for Florida governor to stop it. It should not be this hard for Americans to exist in their own country. The entire premise of my campaign is that Florida is our home, America is our birthright, and we can never let them steal it from us.
Let's go.
Hilarious. 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 This is the guy that you are doing backflips over. Let's go back to, let me just, hold on. Let me just check Twitter. Let me just make sure. Just got to make sure. All right. Got to make sure here. I don't want to run into anything crazy, but hold on. Let's go back. Yeah, because Twitter can get a little crazy. All right, bro. Let's just go back to Twitter for a second. Oh, yeah. I tell you, you fools, you fucking fools, man. Shout out to Ashanti Girly. All right. This is the homie right here. She's another one that fights a good fight against these clowns. Ann Coulter and Tucker Carlson are also against reparations. Both of them have made that abundantly clear. If FBA is really for the people, why do they constantly get endorsed by known white supremacists? I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know. Why do they always receive a shout out from known race? I can't tell you. I don't tell you, man. I don't know. I don't know. He probably did, Paul. He probably called him a darkie, but I don't know why they do that. But here, remember long ago, Ann Coulter was people were loving it. And let's see, I'm no FBA, but if FBA proclaimed this recognition by Tucker Carlson and this other guy to be some sort of win, you're eating the same butter biscuit. Yeah, listen. Come on now. Like they have the nerve to call Byron. I told you, cooning is cooning is cooning. Doesn't matter. Malcolm told you about this. So you got an Irish setter, a German shepherd, a Chihuahua, but they're all dogs, right? Same thing. Same thing. Come on, man. FBA got a shout out from Tucker Carlson, knowing damn well they never gave us Black Americans any attention for reparations. Like I said, not everybody is down there. Tuss's racist ass fans of FBA, which makes sense at its course of two. Yep. Listen, some people understand. Heritage Americans, okay. Now this fool right here, as you can see, the American flag, of course. And he has the courage to show his face that he's that much of a fool. Author of Black Masculinity. Nah, bro, there ain't nothing masculine about this. Black Americans are heritage Americans. Black Americans culture. So you're switching it. You're now going to become heritage? Oh, good grief. Good Lord. Black American culture has been massively appropriated. Let's see, Victor Roy. So let's just go down. Tucker Buck broke him. Yep. Hey, listen. Yeah, we've already been through this. We've been through this. Yeah, this is like you're co-signing the guy who sunned you, took you on his platform and absolutely smacked you. Dear FBA, just buy guns and ammunition. See, this is what kind of scared me when I saw this. Let me just get this out of here. Black America. This was the same guy. Heritage Americans. You're good with that term? My God. I said, FBA, James Fishback called Byron Donalds a tenor. See, I would never call Byron Donalds a tether. And this is another jackass. Let's go back to that. Do you see this guy right here, this fool? Another one. Let's just go back to YouTube for a second. It's another clown. Hold on a second. Bada boom, bada bing, bada beep. All right. Anyways, Tucker Carlson name drops FBA. We'll get back to that. Shout out to New Possibilities. All right. Look at this. Tucker Carlson said that. Look at this. You're cheering this shit. The guy who you saw with the afro, that's this fool right here. This Kamal dude. That's this fool. Again, all this is about, it's about getting clicks and getting views. That's all this is about. FBA delineation working. No more ignoring FBA. Oh my God. This is one of the lieutenants here, Afro Elite. Huh? FBA equals MAGA. Okay, that's Brother Sanchez, whatever. But yeah, man, these people they're just weirdos to the core. Let me go speak about this guy right here. This fool, Professor Black Truth, right? Now, I did not listen to this guy's thing. It's like 26. I can't even listen to these dudes anymore. However, here's what I found. Let's see. Let me just go down here. He said something in his little essay, per se, as he calls it, an essay, whatever. Hold on. Excuse me. He said something in his little essay. Let me find it real quick. Number 1, 2. Here we go. So, and let me go back and listen to this guy, and we'll just tie this into this little essay shit. Let's go.
And the struggle of slavery was real. I don't think Republicans ever want to really whitewash that. It's real, right? But for
We're against slavery.
we're against it.
Whether it's in the, he's super cheerful.
Them call them out for that. And the struggle of slavery was real. I don't think Republicans ever want to really whitewash that. It's real, right? But for
We're against slavery.
Yeah, this is one of the happiest discussions about slavery I've ever heard in my life. I mean, it's an absolute,
right? But for
We're against slavery.
we're against it.
Whether it's in the, West Bank.
But for
We're against slavery.
ever want to really whitewash that. It's real, right? But for
We're against slavery.
we're against it.
Whether it's in the, West Bank or here or anywhere.
Or anywhere.
Yeah, against it.
And so for Byron's group, his team, to call me and essentially our entire supporting base racists for saying that.
Now you're attacking Byron Donalds for calling them racist. Again, Byron lied down with dogs. So you deal with the fleas that you come up with. But you're going at Byron Donald, who's still black, right? I mean, doesn't mean you have to accept him, but you're choosing this fool over Donald because Donald called him racist. And
You're a slave when quite literally you took $45 million. You won't tell us what you agreed to take that money this early in a primary, which is unprecedented. You know that.
like I said, he collected 45 million. So again, this is a grift, but let's continue.
That's how unprecedented that kind of money is in an uncontested primary until now. But secondarily, to actually go out and try to gaslight us and think that you're just one of those guys that has been here, since the early 1800s and you're...
First of all, stupid. No one's been here since the early 1800s. But we're speaking about oppression in this country, which again, Byron, he's the type of dude that'll downplay it. But let's not act like you've been fighting for it, you, Mr. Fishback. Let's continue.
Family was in the struggle too. You're not. And it's a very interesting term that the foundational Black Americans use. It's called tether. They're tethering these tethers like Byron Donalds. They come here literally one generation in, and they try to just sit around and act so folksy that we're all part of the same struggle and we're all down on and we need to fight against.
Isn't that what you're doing with this whole, the white man is getting oppressed, the white man is not getting a fair shake? That's what you're doing. But that's what you're doing.
No, you just got here, dude. Like the Haitians, like the guys from Ghana who just got here, you don't get to just be a part of our system and then
Which guys from Ghana are you talking about? But hold on a second. Just listen to the wording here.
out here. You don't get to just be a part of our system and then act so folksy that we're all part of the same struggle and we're all down on and we need to fight against. No, you just got here, dude. Like the Haitians, like the guys from Ghana who just got here, you don't get to just be a part of our system and then lecture us.
Oh,
Who said, see, ask these FBAs. These guys are mental cases. How's it your system now? How's it your system now?
About how our country went wrong.
well, and if you're a Republican, supposedly conservative Republican, to throw around the term racist, I mean, that's what I'll speak for myself. I voted against that in November last year.
Right.
Now, notice how he used the word tether, which is nothing but a slur. So your boy the so-called professor, right? This guy right here. Let's go back to this. You're a professor and calls them fellow soldiers like y'all are doing shit. This fool right here. So after that cut you just heard about that calls Byron, and let's face it, anybody who isn't a quote unquote heritage American, a tether, right? This is after he played that cut in his video. Listen to what this idiot, Professor Black Truth, said. He said after playing that clip, our reaction, this is what Professor Black Truth, and I quote, seems the tethers, swirlers, undercover intersectionalist, and of course the defenders and I guess it was defenders and ADOS. Yeah. And of course the dead enders and ADOS. He took a shot at ADOS. Don't like that a prominent racist figure mentioned foundational Black Americans and said, I like those FBA guys. The only relevant question is this. Have you ever heard myself or any other thought leaders, don't call yourself or Tariq or any of those Negroes on that of the finessed Bozo Alliance, don't call them thought leaders, please. Have you heard any of the thought leaders of the new Black media say that we like Tucker Carlson, or even once in over 18 years? You don't have to. You don't have to. You spout the talking points. You don't have to like a person in order for them to benefit from you. Or any of the thought leaders say that we like Tucker Carlson, or even over 18 years. Do you see anyone saying, let's invite Tucker to the cookout? Do you seriously believe that as much as we trash Tucker Carlson, that he actually likes us? He doesn't have to like you, stupid. He uses you and you're talking. We just use you, obviously. Doesn't have to like you to use you and benefit from your shit. All these pathetic, what is this? Armchair who's a bigger armchair than the FBA? The fuck are y'all doing? Period. Armchair. Reaching like hell to find something to complain about and inventing a controversy. Sir, no one's inventing shit. We're just seeing this for what it is. You're coons. You're glorified Sambos. Period. Look at this. Tether, right? Amazing Lucas. And guess who went after the Amazing Lucas? None other than your boy, Twan B. Attacks him after getting smacked around on Dr. Mayat's channel. Man, listen. Let me just look at the chat real quick. Yeah, these people, man, this just made my stomach turn. It really did, man. It really did. But why don't we take a look at something else? And we did say we were going to speak on this. Let's talk about this little girl right here. She's cute, ain't she? Yeah. She's cute. Maybe too cute, I should say. Right? Maybe too cute. Why do I say that? Well, it seems like with any maggot, you can't really, you can't be an authentic maggot without having some sort of weirdo quality or weirdo background to go with. The lady that you're seeing here, her name, she goes by the name of Kenia Fort. Kenia Fort. That is her name. All right. Now, Kenia Fort, who is Kenia? Well, Kenia is, well, I'll just read the story. Let's give you the skinny. Woman says James Fishback dated her while she was underage, then harassed her after a breakup via Jesse Sheckler of Florida Politics. Let me just see. Hold on a second. Let's see. I just want to see if this was more to the story. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Let me see. Is this the full story? Yep, here it is. Woman says Fishback dated her while she was underage and harassed her after a breakup. As investment executive, James Fishback ramps up his campaign for governor. A review of court filings. So this was in court. From this year, what is this? Yo, this is 2025, my dude. From this year, from this year shows that, accusations from this year. What did I just, okay. An investment, J. Ramsey Camp for government. A review from court files of this year shows a former employee accused him of starting a relationship with her when she was 17. 17 years old. Yeah. 17 years old. And later harassing her, allegation he disputes. In an amended petition for a protection under request filed in January, a woman named Kenia Fort, this woman right here, is claiming Fishback initiated a romantic relationship with her in the spring of 2022 while she was 17 and he was 27, and explicitly directed her to keep their relationship secret. She said in an amended April filing that she joined the nonprofit Fishback-funded Incubate Debate, which runs in-person tournaments for middle and high school students in 2021. When she was 16, shortly thereafter, she said he systematically cultivated a relationship with her by increasing opportunities for personal interaction. The petition described his approach as an isolation tactic commonly employed in grooming scenarios. Fishback, who grew up in Broward County and now lives in Madison County, is the CEO of Azoria, a startup asset management firm. He registered with the state in 2023. He is a frequent political commentator and activist, but has never held public office. Fishback told Florida Politics by phone that Fort's account of when they began dating in the events that preceded and followed their eventual breakup, including her accusations of stalking and cyberbullying in the since denied petition, are absolutely false. Indeed. There is no evidence entered in the court record to support the allegation, and I was fully exonerated of any wrongdoing in this case. Fort's allegations remain uncorroborated beyond the statements she submitted in her filings. Of course, the case centered on whether Fishback behaved in a manner that justified issuing a protective order against him, not whether he had an improper relation with the minor. Under Florida law, the age of consent is 18, though a 16 or 17-year-old may legally consent to sexual activity with an adult older than 23. Fort's petition did not. Whoops. Sorry about that. Fort's petition did not. Yes, I do hope she kept the messages. Fort's position did not. Let's hope you guys can hear me too. There it is. Where was I? Fort's petition did not detail the level of her and Fishback's alleged intimacy while she was underage, and she did not respond to multiple interview requests. In spring 2023, after she turned 18, Fishback and Fort moved in together. Really? Her LinkedIn page shows she worked at the time of the program director for Incubate Debate, though she later rise to executive director and lead roles. The petition said Ford still dependent financially on Fishback, since Incubate Debate would sporadically and randomly pay her. Their domestic life was hardly transferred, according to Ford, who said Fishback lost his temper, threw objects across the room, screaming at her on multiple occasions, and once grabbed Ford by the arm, leaving visible marks. Okay, and so on and so forth. If you want to read more about this, here is the link. So yes, you can't have a good MAGA candidate without a good weirdo scandal. And there you go. So, what else do we have here? We got the scandal. We got the Professor Black Truth. We've gone through Ann Coulter. We've already gone through the fact that these guys are not for reparations. All right. But I've shown you all the people, all of these guys that you see here, right? All the FBA people for heritage. Just guys, that word heritage, I can't get out of my mind. Heritage. Let's see. Isn't this a white woman, Elon? All right, let's keep going down. Normally they pay for Fox and people like Tucker, Charlie Kirk. Okay, I did not check this before I went down there. FBA Tariq Nasheed, revisionist history. Yeah, is he trying to back? No, dude, you can't back off of this now. The delineation continues. Look at this. Guys, let me just say this before I get out of here, all right? I am pro delineation. I am 100% pro delineation from y'all. All right. I am 1000% pro delineation. Get the fuck away from the black race. Go somewhere, worship your little leader. All right. Worship Sneaky Reeky. Because obviously not anything that falls out of this man's mouth, you don't care, you believe. You believe that shit. You believe for the sake of the black race, for the sake of obviously just for the sake of black people, get away from us. Seriously. You want to trim the herd? Trim the herd. You don't want to be in Africa? Marcus told y'all long ago that Africa doesn't need fuck niggas. Like, just think of what you say. Oh, well, we don't want to go to Africa, a continent of 50. Yes, just stay the fuck here then. Stay here. Stay with this guy. Stay with your zaddy right here. Here you go. These guys. Go. Stay with zaddy. Stay underneath zaddy. Stay with these guys who just told you. Let me just play this again. This is what this guy. This is his first thing if he got elected.
I'm here with James Fishback. He is a candidate running for Florida governor. James, what's something that is such a big issue in America that Republican politicians won't talk about?
The Great Replacement and white genocide, they're both real, and I'm running for Florida governor to stop it. It should not be this hard for Americans to exist in their own country. The entire premise of my campaign is that Florida is our home, America is our birthright, and we can never let them steal it from us.
Let's go.
This guy, America is not your birthright. So me, I'm an anchor baby. I'm not allowed to speak on anything, quote unquote, FBA. This guy, whose mother immigrated here 30 years ago, who's also an anchor baby, you're cheering this. And you're telling me that this is a mental illness on display. Is that what you're saying? You're saying that this shit is a mental illness and a whole Billy Bob in Tucker Carlson, and you're cheering this, and your leader Tariq Nasheed, I cannot wait till the house of cards falls down on this dude. I cannot wait for that day. Can't wait. But listen, man, if you want to delineate, right? If you're so concerned with delineating, I've seen this on Instagram right here. This thing, see, this shows you that you're not serious. This here, you can find out your nationality and family origin within minutes. You can find out your nationality and your heritage within a few minutes. From what I saw, all you have to do is find it out, then get together, march to Washington, which you're not going to do because midterms are coming up. I guess you've forgotten. March down to Washington and say, I'm Black American. This is what I want. But you know you're not going to do that. Because number one, reparations ain't coming. And this takes too much work. And it's just going to stop the grift. So all this shit's going to do. True Heritage and Ancestry, Edna. This is just go to your iPhone, type this in, get this, and find out who you are. That's simple. But we know you're not going to do that, man. So again, delineate. I'm giving you step one on how to go to delineate. I'm in the process right now, and I'm going to post this within the next couple of months. I'm getting my citizenship in Jamaica. That is now, I got all my stuff together. I'm going to have my citizenship in Jamaica. So I'm going to have dual citizenship. And I'll show my paperwork party. When are you going to show yours? Because for you Negroes to cheer this while attacking Black people, you're sick. Anyways, man, that's all I had to say. And again, Marcus Garvey said it years ago. All right. Just they don't need fuck niggas in Africa or any other part of the diaspora, man. Stay home. Right? Because this right here is just sickening. It's ridiculous. It really is. Well, listen, shout out to everybody and anyone who came through. You feel me? Paul and Crash Out on them. And yeah. Y'all so serious about delineating, you can start right there. Let me just show it again. Start right here. That's the app. All right. And find out if you're a heritage American. Oh my God. Heritage. I can't, man. I can't with it. I'm done. Listen, hit the like button, hit share, hit subscribe. Leave the comments on the bottom. I mean, I've listened. Let me just show you how bad this has gotten. I'm just one more thing and then I'm gone because I saw this under the post that I just put out there. Let me just show you just how bad, how down you guys are, man. I mean, seriously. Let me show you how down you are. Like already you're using what Zaddy gave you already. Where's it at? I just posted this. Not this. Yeah, look at this, guys. Look at this. He's not saying that they are Somalis aren't Black people. He's saying that they aren't foundational. Is this the new term, foundational to the heritage of this country? And this is a real person too, man. I mean, come on, bro. This is a real person. Good Lord, man. Oh my God. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. I like I said, I've shown you enough people where not all of us are dead, but good grief. Good Lord. Well, listen, hit the like button, hit share, hit subscribe, leave all the comments on the bottom. All right. Anything you got to say. I mean, as you can see, we accept all. I may even do a comment show eventually in the future, but thanks for coming through. Hey, big ups to yourself, scene. And I'm out of here. Peace to everybody who's come through, man. Anyone who I missed, my bad. And I'm out.